essentially involving the president, Donald Trump, posting a video depicting the first black president in United States history and the first black first lady in United States history as apes, monkeys. In the year 2026, that has happened. And that same man must be universally condemned for having his platform associated with such an insulting, classless, despicable post that was on his platform for 12 hours. Anybody who doesn't speak against him on this is complicit. You're telling us what you think.
Let's go to the comments. You excuse so much of his behavior leading up to this. You are part of the problem as well, sir.
I don't want to do
Check mark. This is the same man singing Trump praises. He's still counseled by Stephen A. You played yourself kissing Trump's behind. Now you want to switch up. No, don't switch up now. That was man's a couple weeks ago. You can't spend all year entertaining something and then suddenly like you're condemning it. That switch up doesn't add up. Now, what do you say? What are you gonna say, Lord have mercy?
Like I said, Stephen A. Don't be wrong. The people that get mad at Stephen A. and you kind of included in this, you just get mad at when he agrees with something that you don't agree with. So let's not condemn Stephen A. Let's just say, Stephen A., I thought you was wrong. I don't think you were right on that. You know what I'm saying? And then when he comes on something else and he just states his opinion and says, hey, this is how I feel. Again, hold on. Again, y'all not condemning what he's saying. Y'all condemning him. Y'all saying, bro, I don't like you, so we don't care what you're saying.
He play taste of whiteness, and now he's saying white people ain't fucking with him. Now he's trying to get back on the black boat. No, Stephen A., you go back in that house and be that house nigga that you were. We cool in the fields. We don't need you.
I don't see Stephen A. as somebody who trying to placate to anybody. Stephen A. is just saying what he. That's the problem. When this black man tell you how you feel, just because you don't agree with him, now he a coon. It's a lose-lose situation. So either I got to be the black person who get on board with everything black people say, even when they wrong, or I'm a coon.
I'm not saying, but the thing is, he's not even. That's not what's happening. He's not getting on board with saying a black person does something wrong. He's not even doing that. Because if a black person do something wrong, that should be still handled in the black community, right? And that's not even the issue. The thing is that you know who Trump is, and you still give this man praises. That's the problem I have with Stephen A.
He gives him praises. I think that's misleading.
He praises the shit out of
when Trump does something that he agrees with, he says, "I agree with that." When Trump does something he doesn't agree with, i.e., what we're talking about now, he says this should be condemned.
So that's not praise. Let's look up. Should we look up the definition of praise?
It's a high
praise is expressing approval, admiration,
regardless of whether they
or
good or bad.
commendation for someone or something, often by saying they are good or great. That is praise. So yes, he sings his praises.
I don't think that Trump says Trump is great. I think Stephen A. says this thing that Trump did, I agree with.
And that's praise.
So I can't agree with nothing that Trump did, basically. Nothing that Trump does, I can't say that works or I agree with that.
I agree. I talked about even agree with Trump giving newborn babies $1,000 to start saving. I agree with that.
If Stephen A. came out and said, I think this is a great thing that Trump did, and he did a show on why that was it, y'all would call him a coon.
But the thing is, you also got to look at the other side of it. Trump did a good thing with starting those savings accounts for the newborn babies. That's a wonderful thing. I would not condemn that. But as a whole person and his whole administration, I do condemn Trump and his administration.
Stephen A. has never said, I love Trump, I rock with Trump. Stephen A. has come out and said, this thing that Trump did, I rock with that.
The problem is that, but the problem with Stephen A. is is that he, like, we'll have people like Jasmine Crockett. He'll come out against black people, like the whole Serena Williams thing, like, because she was dancing in Kendrick Lamar's video. Like he speaks against black people for no reason.
So a black man can never say anything bad about a black person. That's what we say.
It wasn't even warranted for him to say stuff.
He's
about
a commentator.
black
People go to Stephen A for his opinion on stuff, regardless of if you agree with it or not. People are like, hey, Stephen A, what's your opinion on this? So he go on his show and he talk about his opinion on it. And honestly, with the Serena Williams thing,
yes,
she's a public person. He's a public figure. They get spoke about.
Here's the thing. The black community don't want your commentary, Stephen A.
I do. I want your commentary, Stephen A. I'll tune in, sharpshooter. I'll rock with you. You can condemn whoever you want to condemn. That don't make you any less black.
Stephen A. Smith calls out Congressman Jasmine Crockett for ducking his interview.
Mm-hmm.
I have invited you on my show multiple times. You sitting down, talking to everybody else. You scared of what I'm going to ask. Well, she don't have to come talk to you, Stephen A. Just like you get to say whatever the hell you want to say. She don't have to come talk to you. She don't owe you that.
She don't.
She don't owe you shit.
She don't owe nothing. That's a fact. But the invitation is there. If you got a problem with something that he said, you can go sit down and talk to him. If you don't, then let it be what it is. You can say whatever you want to say. I don't know. I think it's a problem in the black community when a black person speaks out against something that a black person, or says, I don't agree with this thing that this black person did, he automatically a coon. Or Candace Owens, she say something wrong about a black person. Oh, this coon just over there cooning. No, this is a black woman who's expressing her opinion on something.
Because she wears shit that says white lives matter. That's why she's a coon.
She was wrong for that.
Okay, so she would forever be a coon. And this whole defense of Charlie Kirk, who talks about black people are just DEI hires. So no, Candace Owens is a coon.
Okay, so she's might have been a bad example.
Yeah.
But Stephen A is not a coon by any stretch of the imagination. Stephen A went to HBCU.
Okay.
Stephen A put black people on his show every day who wouldn't be on no other show.
He's a coon, but he sure is coonish.
He's not coonish at all.
Coonish. Okay. Supreme Court